Hello and welcome back to the Livingston career mode, and today we are starting off with season 2. Now, this came fairly quickly, as you probably noticed. There was 2 days where I never bothered uploading. I did have these already saved, I just didn't come round to making them into videos yet, so apologies for that. A lot of this episode is going to be, the sales of players, the signings of players. We make a good 4 or 5 signings this episode. Hopefully all to help us on our quest this season. And my main question really is, what do you think our season objectives should be this season? Well, not in Europe, so I would imagine it would be getting a European spot, probably like either top 2 or top 3 should be our goal in terms of the league. When it comes to the Scottish Cup, what did we get? Was it the semis? The semis against Rangers where we got beat. I can't remember what the score was. It might have been 3-1, 4-1 to Rangers or something like that. I think it was 4-2 to Rangers actually, because Celtic beat, was it St Mirren or something like that, 4-0. So yeah, I would imagine our most reasonable goals would to be at least get 3rd place in the league and get to the semis again in the Scottish Cup. Because I'm trying to make some new signings, trying to improve the squad. As you can see here, I'm trying to sign Bobby Burns back. Last season he was the first person to score, centre midfielder. He's young, he definitely got potential, and I actually really enjoyed using him. I didn't use him as much because he was on loan, but I wanted to use him or get more out of him, because I think I did try and loan him, but Hearts were having none of it, which I thought was quite interesting because, he's 64 rated, and I don't think Hearts would be using him. Alex Rodriguez, this is a man who, he was a bit of a panic, but I wouldn't say it was a panic buy. I knew we needed centre midfielders, and he fit all the criteria that I wanted. Just someone who was fairly all-rounded, could play in any position really if I absolutely needed it in that centre mid spot. So I thought he would have been a good signing, so I signed him. I sold Guide, although I spent a lot of time last season training him. He just wasn't good enough. And obviously we got Romano, that other striker. So I felt, there's not really much of a need for Guide, so I can just sell him on. Valentin Martinez, free agent. Basically, just, I know that Lawless will be getting on fairly soon, and if we are to make improvements, we're going to need to either let these players go or just, prepare for the future, prepare to get new players that are, obviously going to be better. Because to my knowledge, Lawless has no potential. In this game, I don't think his rating will go up at all. He's like 27 or something. I would imagine it would go up by 1 or 2, but I don't think it's going to. He's not by any means a bad player. It's just we do need to prepare for the future, and sadly, I don't think I'm going to see him there being an important player, because like I say, I'm going to be using these youth scouts quite a lot. And the very first clip you would have seen in this episode would have been the youth scouts. 2 players here, Cardenas and Gonzalez. Both players are actually pretty decent rated, so I figured, I didn't feel like I was going to use them. Both of them are wingers. Both of them are pretty slow wingers at that, and fairly highly rated, I would say. So I thought, yeah, I'll probably just sell them on. I'll get a decent amount of money for them, 650k, what was it, 870k for the other one, for I think it was Gonzalez, or was it Cardenas? I think it was Cardenas. Both of them basically, I knew I would get money for them anyway, so I thought, yeah, I'll put them up the transfer list, hopefully get some money. And Cardenas sells for 870k, and we get 600k for the transfer budget. And Gonzalez also sells for 400k. So we literally get $1 million on those two combined. And I thought that was worth it, to be honest, because well, we've sold a good 5 or 6 players so far this season already, and we're only just into August. We're getting transfer offers for Cassidy there as well, as you can see, but I wasn't really feeling it, if I'm being honest. We get a youth scout, our monthly scouting updates, and I'm pretty sure from both Scotland and Spain we never really got anything. We got one player though from Ivory Coast, Patrice Sangari. He's not the highest rated, I'm pretty sure he's like 38 rated or something like that, which is actually very low, but you know, training him will definitely be in our best interests. I believe I've not trained him yet, but I definitely will eventually, because his defending stats are very, very poor for the CDM that he is. Yeah, I don't know what kind of potential he really has at the moment, but you know, hopefully we can work that out soon enough. John Akinde, now the people that I'm close to in real life will love this signing. John Akinde is a player who used to play for Barnet. He's big, he's very strong, I believe he has like 92 strength. He's not exactly the slowest player in the world as well, with like 75 pace. He's 30, which means he's not here for a long time, but he's here for a good time, definitely. Hopefully to become top goal scorer in the league or something. He is good, and I realise we probably didn't need him, but I kind of wanted him. He's only going to be here for a year anyway. You know, maybe it can help us again, just like most of the other players on our quest, and this is what the starting lineup would look like. John Akinde coming at the first team, Bobby Burns, Cassidy as well. I actually changed Bejarano out for De Souza Pereira because I wanted to try him out, you know, for obvious reasons. Seibald I put into the first team as well because Cassidy doesn't have the greatest stamina. But player debut, John Akinde. This is a man. He's a fucking unit. Let's be honest. He's huge. I believe he's what, 6'2", 6'3". I know there's taller players, but he's a beast. That 92 strength will come in handy, and hopefully we will have a good display of that. However, at the start of this game, you know, the first game of the season against Dundee were the first team that we beat last season. I'm pretty sure when we actually played, St Johnstone were the first team we beat sound, sadly. But yeah, this ball here from Lawson and Bobby Burns, 2 seasons on the trot, getting the first goal for Livingston FC. I think both are the same against the same team as well. I think both of them are against Dundee. I mean, I don't know if I've lost against Dundee yet. I wouldn't expect to. I was kind of expecting to have more goals at this point, but I can't really complain because, I mean, we're still winning, aren't we? John Akinde into Seibald. These shots really grinding my gears, because, you know, every single time it's like, you know, there's a potential goal here, and then it just drags across the 6-yard box. And this save from Anderson, that was absolutely stunning. From Lawson up to Morrison, this ball here, how this is not a goal I will never understand. It should have 100% went into the back of the net. I was absolutely baffled by that. This is a Pereira run down the wing, tries to get it back to Morrison, but he overhits it. Morrison, and the half volley from Cassidy to make it 2-0. The half volley is absolutely incredible, especially for the amount of kind of ratings we brought him here. You know what I mean? Very, very good goal, but I'm very happy about that, and a very good first game of the season, I would say. Mensah did come on in the second half, but didn't really do anything, and I think that was about it. For now, I'm pretty sure this is what the league table looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's only the first game of the season, but we're second. Probably onwards and downwards from here. Celtic top of the league. I'm pretty sure Rangers lost their first game against Hibs. Celtic won their first game 4-0. And we sell Callum Crane and Ross Stewart, who I believe are both youth players, or young players who played for Livingston. But next game will be up against Aberdeen. You'll see the debut of Rodriguez and Martinez. But for now, I'm going to leave you here, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, subscribe, all the good shizzle, and any suggestions, please leave them in the comments, and I will see you all next time.